Hello, I am Puravilla, and welcome to my self-assessment of the Critical Review 1 paper for APS 1013, applying innovation in engineering. Firstly, I must say that I did not score myself for anywhere in the assessment because I don't think that I have a large knowledge or even expertise in the subject in order to be excellent. I also did not score myself one because I think that my teammate and myself worked to our best capacity to produce a quality paper, although some parts could be considered to be more elaborate than others. I'll start firstly with identification. I think that the topic, which is strategic decision-making paradigm used in organization design, is relatively clear in this paper. It is well introduced and described. However, I don't think it contains all the relevant information, thus giving myself a 3 and not a 4 as I gave the reason before. Now going to assumption. Some of the assumptions are described in the case study, but I think that these are not clear enough and not all of these assumptions are covered. So I am giving myself 2 because I think this is a very important part of the understanding of the subject, which is not covered in enough details. Third, we have alternate points of view. The authors of the papers and theories used are quite well acknowledged. Perspective of the hypotheses used are also described. We came to our own conclusions based on the theories and case studies. We even use our own view of the paradigms. So I think overall a 3 is a reasonable score because quite a bit of work was put into this section. Fourth, we have resources, source materials. Several sources have been used, as you will see in the reference, but I don't think that these have been explored in enough details. There could have been some more exploration of the paradigms and strategic processes from the sources. The ideas behind the case studies are also not detailed enough. Uh, Although the work is well referenced according to me and well acknowledged, but I don't think there's enough put into that. So I scored myself a 2. Fifth, we have integration. I think the ideas are from the ideas from the sources are coherent to the case studies and well synthesized. These are also well integrated in the discussions carried forward. I think a 3 is a deserved score. Yeah. Now going to the conclusion. I think the conclusion is well tied to the general discussions and ideas brought forward. There is some explanation of the interpretation of the theories used for the case studies and their applicability in the context of Amazon. So I think 3 is a fair score. Seventh, we have creativity. I don't think there was much new insight in the paper. The case studies were analyzed in terms of the title of the paper, but nothing new was presented except maybe for the assumption of a hybrid paradigm. The paper was mostly based on the people's ideas, so on other people's ideas. So I scored myself a 2 in this section. Lastly, we have communication and adaptation to the audience, that is risk taken. There's quite a bit of risk that was taken for this paper because we had ventured ourselves a bit into the unknown to try to explain the success of Alibaba and Amazon, even if they don't entirely follow the decision-making paradigm. This section is quite well explained according to me. I scored myself a 3 in this final part. Thank you very much. With this, we come to a conclusion.